Hello friends, welcome to Yatna Investment Academy. Today we will see what will be the outlook of Indian banking sector post the recent budget and yesterday's repo rate hike by RBI. As we all know, Finance Minister budget was heavy on four things: capex push, manufacturing boost, job creation, and discretionary spending. Banking sector is the backbone of our economy and plays a very crucial role in the economic development of our country. Let's have a deep dive into the budget announcement. First budget boost for bank was increase in agriculture credit target. As we all know, agri sector plays a very crucial role in country's economic growth. India's almost 54% of the employment generation is contributed by the agriculture sector. In budget, Finance Minister proposed to increase the agricultural credit target by almost 11% from 18 lakh crore to 20 lakh crore. It will help improve the agricultural demand and further requirement of agri credit, thus offering boost for banks' agri loans. Here are the top banks which are beneficiaries of the agri credit target boost. The first one is SBI, whose agri loan book is almost 2.46 lakh crore, and in the overall loan book mix, agri loans contribute to the 9%. The second one is Punjab National Bank with 1.38 lakh crore of agri loan book. Third is the Bank of Baroda with agri loan book of 1.19 lakh crore. Fourth is the ICICI Bank with 0.82 lakh crore of agri book. And the fifth one is HDFC Bank with 0.70 lakh crore of agri book. And in the overall loan book, agri loans contribute to the 5%. The second budget boost for bank is for the manufacturing sector, that is MSME sector. So why MSME sector is so much importance? Because MSME sector contributes almost 30% to the India's GDP. MSME sector creates over 111 million jobs and it is among the India's biggest employers in country. MSME sector accounts for 48% of the India's total exports. So MSME's growth is absolutely very essential if India targets to become $5 trillion economy over the next few years. Indian MSMEs have displayed its resiliency and strength during the pandemic and the post-pandemic economic recovery and currently reporting a robust credit growth. So MSMEs are going to fuel India's dynamic growth story in the coming years. In the budget, government has revamped the credit guarantee scheme for MSME. So what is this credit guarantee scheme? The scheme was started post-pandemic to provide the financial assistance for the MSME, that is micro, small and medium enterprises due to the instability caused by the pandemic. This credit guarantee scheme is the fund-based working capital loan given to these MSMEs. In the recent budget, Finance Minister proposed to revamp this credit guarantee scheme for MSME with an infusion of 9,000 crore into the corpus with the effect from April 1st, 2023. This will enable additional collateral-free credit guarantee of rupees 2 lakh crore. Also, the cost of credit for MSMEs will be reduced by almost 1%, thus offering a big support for MSMEs growth. It is likely to aid MSMEs demand for credit from the banks, and it will be a key growth driver for banks' MSME loan book. Here are the top 7 banks which are key beneficiaries of this MSME boost. First one is SBI, whose MSME loan book is almost 3.50%, and in the overall advances mix, MSME contribute 13%. The second one is HDFC Bank with 1.7 lakh crore of MSME loan book. Third is Punjab National Bank with 1.25 lakh crore of MSME loan book. Fourth one is Bank of Baroda with 1.03 lakh crore. Fifth one is Axis Bank with 0.82 lakh crore of MSME loan book. Sixth one is IndusInd Bank with 0.56 lakh crore of MSME loan book. And the seventh one is ICICI Bank with 0.45 lakh crore of MSME book. The third budget boost for banks was the capital infusion to boost affordable housing. Government has increased the capital allocation for Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana by almost 66% to over 79,000 crore from 48,000 crore. This increase in outlay will go a long way towards bridging the gap between supply and demand in affordable housing. This affordable housing scheme will offer a strong growth impetus to the housing loan demand. So, which are the beneficiaries of this announcement? The banks and the housing finance companies. The fourth budget boost for banks is nothing but the capex push. The government has increased 33% rise in the capex to drive the higher GDP growth. As we can see in the following chart, how the positive cascading effects of the capex push is offering a great growth impetus for the banking sector. The rise in capex will have a multiplier effect across all the sectors. The government capex is going to give a strong boost for the private investment cycle also. It will going to offer the higher GDP growth, which will further give the boost for the future credit growth, which are positive for the banks. And now the rate hike cycle by RBI. Yesterday on Feb 8, RBI has raised the repo rate by 25 basis point to 6.5%. The banking sector is one of the most beneficiaries of the RBI's repo rate hike cycle. In the above chart, we can see the RBI's repo rate hike cycle from May 2022. To control the inflation, RBI has increased repo rate by almost 250 basis points from 4% to 6.5%. How the banks are going to be the major beneficiaries of the rate hike cycle? Let's see. With the increase in the repo rate, the interest income of the banks are going to increase. How? Because banks will increase their interest rate on the loans. So it will result into the increase in the interest income of the banks, which will further raise the net interest income, which is the core income of the banks, and result into the expansion in the net interest margin of the banks. A rise in the saving account rate or the FD rate are lagging with respect to the loans, and this is the main earning season for the banking sector. So rate hike cycle is going to offer a higher profitability for the banks. In this way, both budget boost and rate hike cycle both are going to augur well for the banking sector. Do share and like this video. For the similar content, keep watching Yadnya Investment Academy.